Okay, so I got this an old G4, an AGP graphics machine running, and just do a little about this computer so you can see it. Yeah, so it was 400 megahertz originally, and now I put in an upgraded CPU back in 2004. I think I did that. So it's running at 1.4 gigahertz, and it's got. Wait, that's the largest. I'm looking at. Hold on. I'm thinking that's. I want to open this so you can see the CPU. Here we go. See, processor. It says the processor is unknown type, but it's 1400 megahertz. I've got a couple of gigs of RAM in it, so it got pretty decked out. See, AGB graphics. So this was a sawtooth, I think. Anyways, I don't really know that much about it, but and it's been a long time since. I mean, it's running perfectly. I've got a pile of drives in there. You can see all these are drives. And there's more. And I think there's 4 of them in there with an enhanced, some kind of fast IDE board. I just copied a Michael Langarten tune in, and we're gonna run ProTools 5.1, and I haven't opened any of these sessions yet, so it's just kind of we'll see what happens. And I actually haven't plugged it into I just plugged what it's running is let's just skip that stuff. What it's running is a Digi001 card is what it's running on. What drive is that? That's Patrick. It should be in here somewhere. Here we go. So this is a song called Different Girl. And who knows which. Different Girl 6, Mix 2, Mix 1. I don't know. Not slide mix. This is May 19th 2003. Let's see what this does. And there it is. Look at that. Pro Tools 5.1. Here's the mixer. Wow, this is a trip. And I've got like quite a few there's Waves plugins that I had. This thing plays. I just have the sound plugged into the TV. So let me see if I can turn that on and make it go. Well, it should be working, but it's not. I might have to go figure that out. But anyways, so let me do that and see if I can come back here. All right, so I got that audio situation figured out. So I just plugged in some, computer speakers that I had sitting here, and it's just not great sounding, but there's probably like way too much bass.
You came home this summer, been all around the world. All wrapped up.
There's the drum tracks. So the way this is actually a cool thing.
The night you came,
got this side chain thing going on with a gate.
again.
so just to kind of look at some of the stuff, like it's just funny to look at these menus. This is the way it was. So the IO setup. So remember this thing? So that's what I'm plugged into, a 001. This tune was recorded on a system that was a 001 and a PreSonus Digimax, which was like an 8-channel, pretty good mic pre with light pipe out. So we were recording 16 tracks probably, or 14, something like that, and but all the drums and all the important stuff going through that Digimax because it sounded pretty good. I still actually use one of those. That's what I use. So, but what a trip. And there's just not that. What's interesting is there's just not that much processing going on here. Like the kick and snare have this just little bit of EQ from the Digirac EQ that came with it. I'm not even using a fancy EQ, which is surprising to me. Even then, I mean, I remember like doing a lot of, I'd run out of CPU. I only had 400 megahertz. That was what it was before. So this is recorded and done before I upgraded this machine. But I used to like use playlists a lot, and I would like EQ the drums a certain way, and and use Audio Suite to do it, not in real time. Kind of sit there and listen and set up EQs and get stuff going, whatever, and then do the processing kind of in real, like in not real time, and then move on to the next instrument to mix. It was very, more time consuming than having a desk, but it worked. Anyway, so I just, all I really wanted to do was just kind of show what Pro Tools looked like before, back in the day, 20 years ago. This is what it looked like. So that was the gist of the video, really, more than how I did anything, or like just look at what these waveforms look like. It's like, really? I can't even believe they look like that. But I guess I'll just zoom in on them, but it just kind of looks just kind of pretend. It's really weird. Like this was the this was the shit, man. We were rocking Pro Tools, Anyways, looks like a toy. All right, well, I'll talk to you later.